Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vaibhav Srivastava and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. Today I will be dealing with the topic special courts. Special courts is enshrined under section 28 to section 32 under the Protection of Child from Sexual Offences Act 2012. Yes, that is POCSO Act 2012. The act itself was enacted in year 2012 and it came into force all over India. The main object of the act was to save children from sexual abuse and sexual offences. Section 28 to section 32 of the act provides is about special courts. So let's get started. According to section 28 of the POCSO Act 2012, for the purpose of speedy trial, the state government shall consult with the Chief Justice of the High Court and can, by the notification or by the official gazette, designate each district a court of section, which is to be the special court to try the offence under these acts. Provided that if a court of session is notified as a children's court under the Commissions for Protection of Child Rights Act 2005 or a special court designated for similar purpose under any other law for the time being in force, then such court shall be deemed to be the special court under this section. Okay, section 28 also provide that while trying an offence under this act, a special court shall also try an offence other than the offence referred in subsection 1, with which accused may under CRPC 1973 be charged at the same trial. The special court constituted under this act, notwithstanding anything in the IT Act 2000, shall have jurisdiction to try offence under section 67B of that act, insofar it relates to the publication or transmission of sexual explicit material depicting children in any act or conduct or manner or facilitates abuse of children online. So basically section 28 of the said act, POCSO Act 2012, it gives a state government a power to within the consultation with the Chief Justice of the High Court to designate for each district a court of a section that will act as a special court, as well as children's court, which is being prescribed by the Commissions for Protection of Children Rights Act in 2005, can also be termed as a special court, as well as the CRPC offences can also be dealt with a special court. And further we see that the IT Act section 67B can also have the jurisdiction, that special courts also have the jurisdiction to try these offences. Okay, now moving further, we find presumption as to certain offences. According to section 29, where a person is prosecuted for committing or abetting or attenuating to commit any offence under section 3, 5, 7 and section 9. Section 3, 5 and section 9 of this act, the special court shall presume that such person has committed or abetted or attempted to commit the offence, as the case may be, unless the contrary is proved. Okay, so moving further, we find presumption of culpable mental state. Section 30 talks about the culpable mental state. Culpable mental state is always on the part of accused. That is, the accused shall be present defense to prove the fact that he had no such mental state with the respect to act charged as an offence by the prosecution. That is, section 30 in general says, in any prosecution for any offence under this act which requires a culpable mental state on the part of the accused, on the part of the accused, the special court shall presume the existence of such mental state, but it shall be a defense for the accused to prove the fact that he had no such mental state with respect to act charged as an offence in that prosecution. For the purpose of this section, a fact is said to be proved only when the special court believes it to exist beyond reasonable doubt. Yes, a fact is proved only when the special court believes it to exist beyond reasonable doubt, and not merely when its existence is established by preponderance of probability. Okay, so there is an explanation like in this section, culpable mental state includes intention, motive, knowledge of a fact, and the belief or reason to believe a fact. Moving further to the topic, we find application of CRPC 1973 to proceedings before a special court. Save as otherwise provided in this Act, the provision of Code of Criminal Procedure Code 1973, including the provisions as to bail and bonds, shall apply to the proceedings before special courts, and for the purpose of the said provision, the special court shall be deemed to be the court of session, and the person conducting a prosecution before a special court shall be deemed to be the public prosecutor, that is enshrined under Section 31. Section 32 talks about a special public prosecutor. Yes. According to Section 32 of the said Act, like POCSO Act, the state government shall, by the notification in official gazette, appoint a special public prosecutor for every special court for conducting cases only under the provision of this Act. In Section 28, we see that state government shall, in consultation with Chief Justice of the High Court, and now again in Section 32, we see the state government shall, by notification in official gazette, appoints a special public prosecutor. A person shall be eligible to be appointed as a special public prosecutor is enshrined under subsection 7 of Section 32. That is, only if he had been practiced for not less than 7 years as an advocate. Yeah, the term is not less than 7 years. It should be 7 years and more. Further, every person appointed as a special public prosecutor under this section shall be deemed to be the public prosecutor within the meaning of clause U of Section 2 of CRPC 1973, and the provision of that code shall have effect accordingly. So thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel, and please press the bell icon. Please give your valuable feedbacks in the comments box below. Thank you.